After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello, everyone. Are you quite finished? Mission Impossible, apparently.
The chocolate told me to be playful with your love. You can't see it.
Okay.
So I'm being playful.
We should probably introduce ourselves. This is Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 122.
I'm high on chocolate fumes.
It is episode 122, September 30th, 2014. I am Lady Fernico. Haha. And I'm Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico, just about everywhere. Unless it's my writing sites in there, I'm known as Marlisha or Shadowlight.
Hi, I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy on Ravelry and on Instagram.
You better grab something to drink or eat because this is going to be a long podcast because of the
and not just because of the singing.
Yes, Cyber Festival and prizes, and because I have a nutcase sitting next to me.
I need a little bit of chocolate, but I'll try to be quick eating it. I am drinking Strawberry and Vanilla Fool, which is by the London Fruit and Herb Company.
At this moment.
I love you too.
This is my chai tea. We want to welcome all new and returning viewers. Want to thank you for joining us. We're glad you decided to spend some time with us. I know there's a lot of podcasts out there, so we're glad to have you with us. We want to welcome especially those people who have signed in, so to speak, joined. I guess would be.
We have a sign in there yet?
Yes, that would have joined.
Then you sign in at the desk and leave their name and.
We have Mama C, who is Christina, and I don't want to do that. Welcome, Christina. We have Cece Carey, who is Cece. Sharby, who is Sharon. Welcome to you both.
Mm-hmm.
And Nanit, I think that's how you say it, who is Drita, I think. And I'm sorry, Drita, if it's Drita. I'm not sure which it is. Please tell us if we pronounced it wrong. Welcome. Sewing for Fun Forever, which is Crystal.
Did you get the one with the socks?
Yes. Christy, 29. Christy 29 was just Christy. Thank you, Christy, for joining us. We're glad to have you with us. Yarn Yacker, who is Janie. Casey Frail, who is Karen. D Nice, who is Denise. And I'm not sure if I said that right or not, but welcome. Victorian Studio, who is Maureen. And Cute Red Socks, who is Christine. And by the way, Christine, it took me forever. I could not figure out what your rap name was.
I figured it out for her.
It just took me forever. I kept wanting to say, what's cuttered socks? Cute Red Socks. Very nice. Welcome to all of you. We're glad to have you with us. Oh, my hair.
Okay, Denise.
Yes. Denise is going to have a complex if we keep telling her that. We're glad to have you with us.
And it's not Denise who is.
No, not the one who just joined.
We're talking about knitting Denise because
yes.
her hair is Denise's fault.
Yes. She doesn't know how, neither do I, but somehow it's Denise's fault. It's the Kit Kats, Denise.
Yes.
It's the Kit Kats. You got to start eating Kit Kats. It has to be the Kit Kats. Anyway, thank you for joining us. The cardiac read along is over.
Which means there'd be prize drawing.
Yes, we have prizes and more news. So, but before we go into that, I do want to ask, welcomed. I do want to invite anyone who is still watching or listening and not a member of the group to feel free to join us. We'd love to have you with us. We're getting ready for the toy along, and we'd love to have lots of new members for that.
Oh, that's who I forgot to put down in my list of people we saw at the Fiber Festival. Was Disco Dula.
Oh yeah, well you remember her.
But I just need to add her in my notes of people to say hi to.
You have to remember to put Denise in your thing there. Okay.
I don't know how this became my responsibility when it's supposed to be your responsibility.
How is it
Keep
my
track.
responsibility?
Well, it was supposed to be the trade-off. I do all the techie stuff. You're supposed to do.
And I do all that. I'm the one who writes all the welcomes and all the stuff like that. Oh, that's intelligent. What are you, 2? 1? 3. No, I'm 3. You can't be 2.
As well.
Yes. Not my twin. That'd be freaky.
Excuse my mom, who's also my twin, and it's really Anyway.
Okay then, let's go with the cardiac prizes. We have lots of winners. It's very exciting. We pulled ahead of time because we had
a lot
of prizes this time,
and also
all the chatter,
which is awesome. We just work around it.
We were excited about that, but it was easier to pull off the podcast. It would have been anyway, regardless.
Yes,
because we had a lot of whips and projects. Go ahead, you got the.
Sorry, I have like hair.
Yes, you do have hair.
Mm-hmm. So we have multiple awesome prizes. First one that we did draw for is the gorgeous lace weight yarn donated by Turbo Knitter 64, who is Kenneth. And the winner is, and I'm not going to do that every single time. No. Victoria Blue.
Okay, Victoria Blue, you get this wonderful yarn, and I promise you, one of these skeins, even when Ken was talking about giving to us, it likes to get out of its
thingy,
little skein. So
it's really pretty yarn.
Beautiful yarn. You have about.
It's like, for those of you who are perhaps driving while watching us, you know who I'm talking about.
Yes,
Karen. This has orange and red and green here.
Kind of like, it looks
so
like a
don't
pumpkin.
Look up from your driving.
No, it looks like a pumpkin. It looks like a pumpkin. Reds, the oranges, a little kind of a pop of browny purple, some green.
It's really pretty.
Very pretty, very autumnal.
And it's not in splotches. It's in like not full stripes, but that's close as I can describe it.
It's a paint. It's a paint.
Yeah.
So this is from George, and this belongs to Victoria Blue. So Victoria Blue, I think
you're like showing the note, not the yarn.
I think we have your address, but please get in touch with either me or Talia anyway, so we make sure we have it. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Who's next?
Next is the Knit Red book, which we will be sending to drumroll Brittany, who is B-Wing.
Okay, and I know we have your address, B-Wing, right?
Yes, we do.
Yes, if we don't, we'll get in touch with you.
But we do.
This is Brittany's. Congratulations, both Brittany and Victoria. Who's next?
And the next one is the crochet. Are you quite finished? The next one is the Crochet Red book, which was won by, drumroll, Faithful Knitter, who is Katie.
And that's what you got, Katie?
It has some awesome, I think this hat in the back is particularly cute.
Katie, please send us your address. I'm pretty sure we have it, but I want to make sure, so we need yours. Okay?
So you've been a member for a while, and we're kind of shocked we didn't have it, but still let us.
Well, she might have won patterns.
That's true.
So I want to make sure we have that. The only reason I know B-Wing is because B-Wing sent us yarn.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, go ahead.
And cardses.
Yes, cardses. Beautiful cardses.
Okay, so next we are covering the fantastic pattern donations by Sarah Jane Designs. The first one is the copy of her ebook Cuffed, which was won by, drumroll please, Sissy Knit Crochet.
Yay!
Who is Sissy?
Okay, Sissy Knit.
I actually don't remember her real name because she goes by Sissy.
I think it was. I knew it, but I can't think of it.
But when she first joined, she said she goes by Sissy, and that's all I remember.
So Sissy, contact Sarah and let her know that you won the Cuffed ebook.
Okay, my button feels like it's trying to come on. There we go. Alrighty. Then the one who won a copy of Sarah Jane's Hardware Heaven ebook is, drumroll please, 5 Angel CA, and what was your...
Her name is...
Is it Julie?
I think it's Julie.
I think it's Julie.
Yeah.
Okay. So Julie, or if that is not your name, 5 Angel CA, please contact Sarah Jane Designs for your awesome ebook.
It's Hardware. Hardware Heaven.
Hardware Heaven.
Hardware Heaven.
That's the one that is more steampunky.
Yeah.
So have fun with that.
That looks like fun. It's got some really nice cuffs and boot cuffs. Cool.
Okay, so, and the Lingonberry ebook by Sarah Jane Designs is going to, drumroll please, Mary Wilhelmina, who is Marriott. So congratulations, Marriott. Please contact Sarah Jane Designs once you get settled in to your new home and are not so crazy going on over there.
Well, she might be able to do it regardless if her computer's up. You just
True.
have to go to her computer. So congratulations to all the winners so far. We have more. There is more.
But wait, there's more. Okay, so actually there's more Sarah Jane Designs.
Yes.
One pattern of choice from her shop goes to, drumroll please. How about you do it like somewhere else?
No, I like that. It looks like a symbol.
Angie is hip. Or, I always say it wrong.
Ange is hip.
Ange is hip. So,
That's
Andrea, you totally won from Sarah Jane Designs. A pattern of your choice.
Yes, so get in touch with Sarah at Sarah Jane and she will give you your pattern.
Alrighty, and then the final pattern of choice from Sarah Jane Designs is, drumroll, Simoon, who has been with us for a while.
Yes, and I can't remember her name.
I'm not sure she actually has it written.
I don't know if she does it up, but she's been with us. We love her, and she won a pattern. You won one of Sarah Jane's patterns, so of choice, just contact her and she will get it to you.
Okay, so now we are moving on to the awesome pattern donations by George, who is 10 hours or less. I feel like I'm like a terrible infomercial.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Okay, so. Alright.
You're not a crook? You're not a crook? I promise I'm not a cook. Go ahead.
Okay then. So the first pattern of choice from George's shop goes to
Hair.
Oh gosh, this is why I wear a hat when I do podcasting. Manda Jane.
Manda Jane.
Who is Manda?
And
Amanda.
You have won a pattern from George's shop, and he will be sending you a coupon code for a free pattern. So that you can pick out whatever pattern you want at your leisure.
Mm-hmm, so you don't feel rushed.
Okay?
Alrighty. So,
Manda Jane.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Next, for pattern of choice from George's shop, boom, bing, goes to Nurse Kim Knits. Who is Kim?
You skipped one.
Oh, well, then I will go to that one afterwards.
Nurse Kim Knits. And that's Kim, and you are also one of George's patterns, correct?
Yes.
So George will also send you a coupon code for a free pattern of choice.
And I know you're in the process of moving as well,
right.
So, you know, when you
that's
get
why,
to it...
That's why he's doing this. Okay?
To make it so... Well, he didn't do it specifically for
No,
Kim.
but for, stop that. For ease, you oboe head. Get to the next one.
Okay, so the one I accidentally skipped over who actually won the same thing.
Yeah. Well, depending on what pattern she picks.
Well, yeah, but she also won a pattern of George's. Is... LME Cole.
Who is Linda?
So
Linda...
And Linda's been with us for a while, too.
Yes. Linda, George will also send you a coupon code so you will be able to get a free pattern of your choice from his shop.
Okay.
So congratulations, and thank you, George, Sarah, and Turbinator.
Yes. Tea break. Okay. Next is a skein of lovely yarn from Knitty Girl, who is Heidi of the Undead Yarn podcast and group.
Gorgeousness.
And you've seen me working this in her vampire base. This is another one of her bases.
This is her witch base, and it's sport.
So, the winner of that gorgeousness is Atara, who Aetara.
Atara.
But I believe your real name is Andrea.
Just send us your address and your real name so we can send this out to you.
Yes.
Okay, congratulations. And thank you, Heidi. This is so pretty.
It is very
You're going to have fun with this. They're all pretty.
So, we have Noise over there. And the last three yarny prizes from Brittany, who is B-Wing. We are going to start with the first one, which is a blue-gray Barocco sock.
Very pretty.
It's got a little bit of green in there.
It's got like teals and blues and grays and
in a stripey-ish pattern.
And black
pattern. Blah, blah, blah. So the winner of this particular yarn is Yarnder Woman of the Yarnder Woman podcast.
So Yarnder Woman, that is, what's her name?
It begins with a D. It might actually be like a Diana or
I don't remember. I'm sorry. Will you please send us your full name and your address, and we'll get this out to you. Congratulations. This is really pretty.
And I'm sorry, Wonder Woman, if I think you're Diana just because of Wonder Woman. Your name might be something completely different.
This is 440 yards. You should be able to get socks out of this. This is really pretty. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and the next prize donated by Brittany is Red Brown Barocco socks. I say red brown, but it's like reds and browns and sparkles and grays and tans.
This is very Thanksgiving-y, autumn-y.
Yes,
autumnal.
very.
It might make a nice shawl with a sparkle or shawlette, but it also could make a nice pair of socks because they're...
Might make a fun turkey toy.
There's 380 yards of this sparkle weight, so it's sparkle in it. It's very pretty.
So that was won by Polly81. Who is Polly?
Hey, Polly. I can't wait to see what you make with this. Maybe a toy?
That would be a fun turkey, Polly.
Yeah, it would.
Not that, you're being pushed or anything.
No.
You could totally make whatever you want with that.
Yes, of course.
I should make sure I mark out my row as I go along.
Yeah. We have one more person, though.
Yes, we do. Okay. All right, and the final winner...
Who barely got into the group at all.
Yes. She won the 2 skeins of Mini Raji, which is kind of a brownish...
It's kind of a tweedy.
Yeah, it's kind of tweedy.
Brown cream kind of thing. And it's, let's see. I'm sorry, that must have been very annoying. Maybe about a little over 400 yards together, so enough for socks.
Yeah, and the nice thing about this is 1 pair of socks, 1 sock, 2 socks.
Right. So it's right here.
And that was won by D-Nice515, who is Denise.
And she is a brand new member of the group. She just slid right in under the wire. So these belong to you. We definitely need your address and full name if you would like to have these. So congratulations to all our winners. Congratulations to all our winners, and thank you to all our donors. I think I already mentioned them all, right?
Right, because we went through it.
We went through them. Thank you very, very much for your generosity. We couldn't do this kind of a giveaway without you. You guys are awesome.
You guys have made this super awesome.
Yes. And now that this is over, we're gearing up for the toy along,
which starts up
tomorrow. And let me give you the lowdown on that very quickly. Let me just put this yarn away so it doesn't get damaged. Excuse me. Okay. Our rules are pretty much the same, okay? Let me just get to where I'm at.
Sorry, I am bending. And we're both bending at the same time, which is really awkward.
Yes. Okay. We're starting our 3rd annual toy along. This time we have an awesome co-host. We are co-hosting with one of my favorite podcasts, Bakery Bears,
which is awesome.
Awesome. That's Kay, who is Bryony Bear, and Dan, who is Obi-Wan Knitter.
And I just claim that as my idea to do it with them, just so you...
No, I was talking to. It was together. You don't get to claim that.
It was my thought.
No, you don't get to claim that.
It was totally my thought.
Yeah, she's a little delusional. Anyway,
my thoughts.
We are co-hosting with them, which is awesome and amazing, and they have some wonderful prizes there, and we're going to have some wonderful prizes. So, yeah.
Did you see she posted a little dachshund that she's going to do for the toy along that it's not one that she designed, it's one she's going to work out for Bryony. And it's really cute if you haven't seen it on Instagram. And
we are we're going to be running from October 1st through December 31st. That's the last day, December 31st. The new year starts a new cal.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. Let me just take a look at my notes here. As always, well, first of all, this time we're not going to give you a lead-in time. You need to start the project no earlier than October 1st. So don't start it tonight. Start it tomorrow. So October 1st, and it needs to be, well, it doesn't have to be finished because we're accepting whips.
Yes.
Okay? So projects and chatter will be in the same thread, but only whips and FOs will be acceptable for prizes. projects may be knitted or crocheted, and they can be used as gifts. They can be used for charity, like Toys for Tots or whatever.
Or
Turbo Knitter's Ambulance.
Not George. Not everyone is George.
Not every Turbo Knitter. Kenneth, who is not George. Turbo Knitter 64's Ambulance, Toys for Tots, or other charities are put to whatever use you see fit. If you just want to make a bunch of stuffed animals for yourself, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We do allow double dipping of our projects on our end of the cow. That, of course, with with Bakery Bears, because they are co-hosting. But if you can use it in any other group, like Pinktober, because you're making pink or whatever, feel free to do so, as long as it's okay with Denise or. I'm sorry.
As long as it's okay with Kathy.
Kathy, thank you. I just went. I knew it was Kay, and I kept wanting to say Karen. Kathy. Kathy knows I love her. That's okay. So
she went in when she went in with wept in her tea.
Yes, but anyway, so you can double dip wherever, as long as it's acceptable to them. Okay. You will all whips. You may post one whip per project per week, and the FO whenever you're finished. All whips and all FOs will be given one chance to win, except we have featured patterns again this time. Any Bakery Bears pattern or any of Talia's patterns the finished object only will get 2 chances. Okay, so when I see those finished objects, I will double post it, so you get 2 chances.
And I think Kay has a pattern in the works.
I think she does, but I'm not sure. So these are featured patterns. Featured patterns are Franciscan Gypsy designs or Bakery Bear designs.
Which is Kay's.
Okay? We do have a list of suggestions for toy makers. That does not mean you have to use what's on that list.
It's just if you don't know where to go for toy designs.
If you don't know where to go for toy designs. Polly, you were asking for simple designs. We did put down Stacy Trock.
Stacy's very good for people who are just starting.
I started out with Stacy Trock. She was very good.
I.
She was very good. Chewa Love is also very good for the beginning designs.
Patrick Moose is a little more advanced.
If you have a little more, but not overly much.
No, she's not overly much.
And so we have those designers, the crocheted and knitted. We have an even number. And then if you want to do others, if you want to do your own design, we don't care.
And I can't speak really to Susan Claudino or to Susan Anderson, because I haven't worked the other first. They're both really cute, but I haven't worked
We have not worked those toys because we don't normally knit toys. But we've heard a lot of good things about them. We did not put the other one that we heard a lot about. There's one that you may see missing. Feel free to do hers if you want to. We don't care. We just don't know anything about hers. Let me see here, and I'm sure there are others as well. You can tag the projects, PHN for Pinhook and Needles, BB for Bakery Bears, Toy 2014, and it's on the
and that's
thread.
On Instagram.
On Instagram, it's hashtag PHN BB Toy 2014. Just put the hashtag in front for the Instagram, and it's on the thread. Okay. We have prizes that will be announced later. We have some things to go through and figure out what we want to do. So you'll be hearing about that later.
What's really funny is my chocolate wrapper says, "Forget the rules and play by your heart." By your listing rules.
Okay. Do you want to go on now? Do you have rough drafts?
Actually, I just wanted to do a quick thank you. Since we were talking about the toy along, I want to say a quick thank you for my pattern testers. The Selena pattern will be released tomorrow with the toy along. And there's been a lot in the way of tester assistance this time around with suggestions and the like. I made some changes last minute where I am, groaning and moaning when I see messages, but delighted at the same time. So I'll see a message from certain people, and you know who you are.
At least you don't see messages from me.
And
I just bugger here.
And I'm just like, no, they're sending another correction. No, this is good for the pattern. But no! So, thank you for your help.
She's a blessing.
Yes. Actually, all of them.
But she knows who she is. She's really a blessing. She really is. But how many rough drafts do you have?
I'm learning a lot about pattern writing from these people. So thank you very much to my testers. The pattern will be out on schedule. But, yes.
And tomorrow, can we put our pattern pages together and link to the...
Yes.
And link to... how do we link to it?
You go to your your project page. It'll link.
Okay. All right.
And I will be putting up that the pattern at the second it turns midnight, you'll see that pattern pop up.
Yay!
Because I'm not excited, not at all.
No.
Okay. So yes, now we're talking about.
I might show your excitement a little bit.
Yes, I might have to try to look like I'm excited.
Yeah. Okay.
Work
so
a little harder on that.
You said you have a lot of whips.
I have a fair amount. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, you're gonna have to go because I only have 2.
Okay. So. Hey, come on, let me through. Selena. Sit over there. Selena.
You're making her sit on the poor dog.
Well, the dog keeps moving. There we go.
I wouldn't want to sit on the dog either. That's not nice.
Okay.
Mean
So,
thing.
is it in this bag? Can't remember.
What are you looking for?
No, that's not it. I'm looking for the secret
Oh, okay.
crocheting. I think it's in this bag.
We're going to have to start putting the bags beside our projects so we know which bags they're in.
So, this should be it. In the TARDIS bag is some more designing, another toy. Yes, this is the toy. And that's all you get to know about it. But it is the awesome TARDIS bag that is bigger on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a toy living in here.
Sure there is.
That you can't see.
I haven't even seen it yet.
Nope. So.
And this is a special one to me.
Yes. So there's a toy.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, I'm going to do one more and then insert you. Okay. A little bit of work got done on Scrappy, which is a Jane Cobb hat pattern by Dryope, or Dryope, however he pronounces his name. I'm using Hobby Lobby. I love this Chunky in the Crocus colorway, and Knit Picks Bravo Bulky in the Celestial colorway. These are both from Jane Richmond sweaters that I made. The sweaters were the Sedum, and I can't remember what the other one was called. Anyway, I'm at the point where I have to start thinking about decreasing for the ear flap.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's pretty. It looks like school colors.
It does look like school colors of some school. But, yeah, I'll start to decrease.
Daddy's school colors.
Are they?
No, Daddy's were blue and white like mine. I thought they were blue and gold. I think they were blue and white.
If it had been golden, well, it would have had been mustard and
green.
Vomit green to be Franciscans.
Yuck.
We had the ugliest school colors
all
ever.
Of my school colors, my 2 high schools and my college, were all blue and white, which made me happy. And so was your homeschool.
Mm-hmm. So there we go. This has made progress.
Cool.
I just need to continue. So let me shove it back in here.
Just shove it.
And it's in the smaller TARDIS bag. It's not bigger on the inside. It is also Ploverbird.
Then how can it be a TARDIS bag that's not bigger on the inside? TARDISes are all bigger. TARDIS. Here we go again. Are all bigger on the inside.
Not this particular TARDIS. This must be a defective one.
It's a Dalek. What's it called?
Dalek.
Dalek?
But it wouldn't be a Dalek. Dalek's something
They're
else
pink.
completely. No, they're not pink.
I saw one pink.
Yes, but they're not normally pink.
You're throwing things.
I am throwing things. See, look, here goes another throw. TARDIS flying!
You spilled tea on my carpet. You're going to spend your time cleaning it.
Did you see the TARDIS flying?
Don't change the subject. Okay, my project is the apple of my eye baby blanket, and honestly, I think I'm going to shelve this for a little while because I'm going to be doing something else that we will talk about later. What did I do here? I think I did. My tension is still really screwy on this. I think I might start it over to get the tension right. And I also think, I don't know, I can't quite figure out what I did with this stitch. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I was supposed to take a look at that with you, and I never got around to it.
We were busy.
The podcast might not be the best time to look for
Well,
this.
I wanted to show them this because it's, here it is. And I thought maybe I missed a stitch, but I have the correct number of stitches. If you can see it, Can you see this right here?
No.
Right here?
No.
Right there.
I can't even see it. Let me take you turn around and face me.
Right here. See, it looks like I did maybe a different stitch.
No. It just looks like your tension changed.
Oh, it's just the tension, so I could keep going then.
Yes.
But won't that be...
Yeah, it's just tension. That's all. It'll survive.
Alright, well, maybe I'll keep going with it then. And just finish it. But at any rate, I only did a little bit on this week, because I was afraid that I would have to tink back and I didn't want to go any further back. And I mean, I'm still enjoying this project. I will still finish it. Yeah, that's right. Still finish it. I will still finish it even if I do end up starting it over again, because I really like this. I would like to make this my go-to knitted blanket. But for the moment, I have other things that I'm thinking about, so it might not be done at the moment. And this is in my Knitting's My Bag, medium-sized French lady's bag. And it's going to take a little bit of a walk itself. There. Okay.
And you're throwing stuff now.
It walked. It flew.
It flew. Okay, so the next one I wish to speak upon is the Diana's Hat, Springtime. The Diana's Hat is a pattern by Joanna Johnson. I am using Cyborg's Craft Room, a sock light in without borders colorway, and I am making it for Davina. It is living in the Birds on Wire Ploverbird bag.
Oh, and Brittany, she has not. She has a hard time deciding when to use Talia's hat and yours. She absolutely loves it.
Yes. She likes having all the choices.
Yes.
I think she wore the blue one.
She wore the blue one yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
I think she wore it today to church as well.
Although she might have worn the pink one because her outfit's more pink.
Well, she was wearing the pink one when she was playing piano.
Okay.
She was wearing the pink this morning. I can't remember what she was wearing. We were having issues this morning. So
I am now into the stockinette section. This was my festival knitting. So progress has been made.
And you're going to have to do 2 in a row again if you had 5.
Oh. Okay.
Right, you have 3.
How many do you have?
2.
Okay, I can do another one after this.
Because you have 2 left, right?
I have 1, 2, 3 left if you count the swatch.
Right,
so
you
yeah.
need to do 2 then.
So.
Excuse me.
Yes. So this was my festival knitting. I would knit on this while I was walking, while I was sitting at the volunteer desk, that kind of thing.
And she means this Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival.
Yes.
Which is amazing. We'll talk about that later.
So this got a lot of work during the festival because this was the easiest knit to carry.
I think instead of lumping royalties with the festival, we should have a royalties and then the festival.
That works. That's fine.
Yep.
I didn't bring my non-festival royalty, which is just magazine, with me.
Well, I have it. I'll go through it real quick. I'm not going to go through the book itself. Just show it.
So, Flying Birdies.
Okay, and one more.
Okay, so the one more, I guess, is this one. You just have one more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I have 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why you had to do 2 now.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about this one, too.
What one?
This one.
You have another one?
Yes. That's okay. I can do 2 after your one.
Okay.
I forgot about that one.
All right.
So, this is the Fisherman's Cardigan, which is the Sarah pattern by Jennifer Hagen. I am using Barocco Comfort Chunky in the Barley colorway. And it's got some work. I'm actually headed into a wrong side row. There. But I really wanted to work my swatch on my thing. Swatch. I might as well just say my swatch because I'm going to say my swatch. So the cable has grown.
It's very pretty tie.
I am enjoying this. I think that I will absolutely love this sweater when it's done. And I am now much happier with the yarn now that it's moved into the point where I can see the cable, not just a bunch of holes. at the beginning I wasn't sure if this would be, I thought it would be too defined, the stitches, because a lot of times stitches will fuzz, so you just have this, you can't really see the individual stitches quite as well. I thought this would be too holy, but it's okay, it's cool. I really like it. And it's going to be so soft.
And warm.
And warm. I love this sweater.
I would have to have that as a cardigan.
It is a cardigan.
Yeah, not as a pullover because I need to be able to...
And this is a zipper, which will be even more awesome.
I like the buttons.
I do like the buttons, and I would have done brown buttons if there had been buttons.
Yeah.
But I can understand why they did a zipper instead. Okay, the llamas are going to go fly. Flying llamas!
Flying creepy llamas.
Not creepy. You hurt their feelings.
Okay. My other whip, the only other one I've been working... Well, that's not true. The other one is...
Something on my glasses.
This is my Foggeria scarf.
Foggeria.
Foggeria.
It does look like fog.
The story behind the Foggeria, if you're not from Connecticut, I went to school in New Haven, to Southern Connecticut State University, and...
College.
It was university?
Yes.
College, yes. I went, and there was a radio show, and on the radio show was whoever the announcer was, and his sidekick, Jose Smith. And Jose Smith, they would always talk about Foggeria, which was foggy areas. So it was called Foggeria, hence this scarf, which I think is very close to a foggy color.
And it helps, you know, when that was your festival crocheting.
This is my festival crocheting.
And it was very foggy the first day
both days, actually.
Yeah.
We walked in, when we got there, because it was early.
Yeah.
But, well...
I guess it was actually Saturday that was foggy.
Saturday was foggy, Friday not so much.
Yeah.
This is, you recognize the pattern, this is a cerebella, and this time I think it's going to be a scarf for charity. I did not finish it. I was too busy with the desk and, you know, doing different things. But I got a fair amount done on it, and I will finish it whenever I finish it. It's not...
It was more for something to work on.
It was, yeah, just to have something to work on. And once we got started shopping, I didn't work on it at all, because I tried working on this particular pattern while walking, and I can do it, but crocheting doesn't really lend itself to mobility of moving around when you're actually working it. It's portable, but you can't be walking around when you do it, because I don't know.
It's a lot easier to miss stitches
in
crochet than it is knit.
It is, and you're weighing down, you know, on the. It's just a little more difficult to do. I'm using my standard H hook. This is Lion Brand Heartland yarn, and this is the Grand Canyon colorway, which I think is really, really pretty. I don't know if it's coming up true to color. It's kind of a silver gray, and I'm enjoying it. And it's living in one of my favorite bags. I use this a lot for my single skein projects. This is a plover bird bag. The medium size animals in the park is what I call it. And I never thought I would, like this colorway or like this particular design as much as I do. I love this bag.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I use it more than some of the ones in my colors. I just love it. Okay, so that's that. Do you have any more projects?
Yes, I do. The next one is Caliente, which will become the Lady Sunnyside pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Dragonfly fibers in the Traveler base in the colorway Airport Hot Sauce. More on that later.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just a swatch. Mom and I are planning on doing this sweater together.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Mom will be hopefully knitting a sweater.
Because it's not in pieces, and I'll have help.
We saw someone at the festival who was wearing this sweater. I thought it was very pretty, asked her about the design, and we started talking, and that created a germ of an idea that we needed to make this sweater.
Because I asked her if it was a beginner pattern, she said yes. Now I'm going to have to learn how to do provisional cast on and things like that, but that's okay. I can do that if somebody is here kind of walking me through it, and then I'll be fine.
I'm going to let her drown.
Yeah. The only thing I need to learn is how to fix my stitches better, so that'll be fine.
So
that's pretty. I like the
swatch.
And the tonality of it.
It very much looks like hot sauce.
And we love Dragonfly Fibers yarn.
Heavens, I'm wearing Dragonfly Fibers right now.
Yeah, I'm not, but my other sweater is.
So it very much looks like hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So it is cool.
It reminds me a little bit of the Knit Picks yarn I had for my shawl, the red.
Not quite. The tone is much more hot saucy.
Well, mine has got more red in it, but it reminds me of that.
Yeah. Well, it's a different kind of red. It's a different. This is more like an orangey red, which is what makes
I
it
don't
hot.
see a lot of orange in
But
that.
it's got the, where you have like the orange base
Yeah,
of the red. That's what it has. It definitely looks like hot sauce. Makes me think of Tabasco. So the final project is one that I've been wanting to start this for a while. Due to, I don't know, Kay, Denise, Kay of the Bakery Bears, and Denise of Knitting Den, it's all your fault.
Troublemakers.
And I guess a good smattering of Homespun House.
Yes.
Not quite as much your fault, but I have lots of scraps because I knit lots of sweaters. And they just tend to add up.
Accumulate, yes.
So I've been really obsessed with the idea of starting a log cabin.
I'm the person who doesn't make blankets.
I've been obsessed with it, so I finally went ahead and I started. I'm not doing squares. I'm just going to keep going around and around and around, changing colors as I feel like. And it's just fun because I know what each one of these sections came from. It's all worse. It's like DK to bulky. Those are the different weights I'm going to.
Is that the same yarn? This?
Yeah.
What is this?
This is for my Zuzu's Petals.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
This was for my Zuzu's Petals. I have a note of like what each color is, what the yarn is, and what project it was attached to in my Ravelry page. Zuzu's Petals, my very first sweater is here. That's Grandpa's Maple Praline sweater. This is the poncho. These were fingerless mitts. This is actually the sweater I'm wearing right now. This one was also fingerless mitts, Mad Tosh. This is my, this is my first knitted sweater. This is my second crocheted sweater that I made with Mom. It didn't fit her very well. I didn't understand gauge then. This was my first sweater for myself, my blue work one, which I wear all the time. And this one up here was my Hoaloha, my shepherd's wool. So it is growing.
The sweater blanket.
Well, it has Zuzu's Petals and mitts in here as well, but I make mostly sweaters. Oh, and I also had a poncho.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to mostly be sweaters because that's what I knit mostly. That I leave scraps from. I wish I still had scraps left over from my Vivian, but I can't seem to find any. So I must have used them all up. Actually, I think I did, because remember I had to do brown at the top of those mitts?
Didn't we give one to Kay and Dan?
No, Vivian's been gone a long time.
Oh, okay. I think I gave the greens anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is my log cabin. I'm not working off of any pattern. I just did a square for the center and have just been changing colors whenever I feel like it. And picking up stitches based on how I feel like it. It's just a project. I'm thoroughly enjoying it though. So, Kay, Denise, totally your fault.
And I started mine as well, but mine's crocheted, and we'll see how far I get in that. It's not even worth showing, so I'll just wait till.
Did you restart it, or are you ripping it?
I did restart it.
Well, then why don't you show it?
Well, I don't want to get up and get it.
She's gonna hide.
It's not official yet, so I'll just wait. Because I may not go any further while I'm trying to do that design.
Okay.
So, okay. What's next?
Okay, that's all there. I have, before...
Oh, you did graphic novel?
No.
Oh, okay.
White for me means something different than for you. Okay. Before I go with On the Bookshelf, I want to go with Writer's Block.
Oh, yes.
Writer's Block is generally sadness. I sat down with Davina and discussed with her about the Lush. She was not... I could kind of tell she wasn't thrilled about it, that the color wasn't really hers. I hadn't really made it for her to begin with. So I told her, look, if you really don't like it, you really shouldn't wear it. And at first she kept going, oh, no, I really like it. I was like, Davina, I can always make you a sweater in colors you really like and a style you really like. And she's like, okay. So... this is my Lush, completely frogged.
It's sad.
It is. It was more than halfway done. I had one more sleeve to... I was halfway through the second sleeve and just had the button band to pick up. But the only person in the house that it fits didn't particularly want it, and I didn't want to give her something that she wasn't going to love. There was no point in knitting all that and wasting such beautiful Miss Babs yarn on that. So this will eventually become something. I'm just not ready to play with it again yet. So this will go back in its hole.
In its hole? A hobbit hole, not a mean, nasty dirty hole.
But a hobbit hole, and that means comfort.
Yes.
So there went the Lush.
Okay. How many FOs do you have? Okay, so you want me to go first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My FO, I squeaked in just under the wire with my FO. I finished my test pattern for Talia. Here, Echo. This is Echo.
Now.
This is my Echo. I enjoyed making Echo immensely. Little tail, little ears, blue eyes.
Oh, good. You did decide to go with what you wanted to.
Yes, I did. I enjoyed this a lot. It turned out adorable. He's turned a little bit, but he's turned that way because he wants to. So, yeah.
Well, secret is Selena turns a little bit too.
Yeah. Well, he is looking that way.
Exactly.
So, or that way, that way. I like him. I think he's cute. I can't have a cat because my husband's allergic and doesn't really particularly care for cats. So, this is my cat. His name is Echo, and I love him.
He's very cute. I like the color choices.
Yes.
The light gray, I think, is very,
it's a little different
cute.
than Selena. Selena is darker.
With green eyes.
With green eyes. They're cousins.
Yes.
So. Yeah. Okay. That's my FO.
And mine is actually...
Let me see for Toby. There you go.
A new pattern. I still call it a new pattern because it takes away your guys' effort for doing the math for all. It'll be released as part of a kitty bundle.
But you can get it separately too.
You can get it separately as well. Here is Echo-V. Echo-V.
Echo-V.
Echo-V. There we go. That's the way he actually pronounced his name, is Echo-V. He is a little boy cat. He is not a little girl. Everyone thinks he's a little girl and it hurts his feelings. So completely plain kitty.
Because Talia said it'd take more work to take out the color work.
Yes,
almost,
it
so.
did. At least to write it up, it took more work. But I think he turned out really cute. And I did enjoy working on him. I was a little stressed if I was going to actually finish him on time.
Mm-hmm.
But he's turned out really well, I think. He's completely a plain kitty.
He's cute.
So for those of you who wanted to make like black kitties for Halloween or whatever,
I will be making one.
You have the option of a plain kitty where you don't have to worry about trying to make sure you get the color work right and don't mess up around the eyes. That work's already been done for you. You just have a plain kitty pattern to pick up now. The Echo-V pattern. So he will be released tomorrow along with Selena. And he is benefiting from all of Selena's corrections to her pattern. I'm just adding it to his as well. Right.
It's adorable.
So.
He's adorable.
And he's Knit Picks, so he's a little bit smaller than Selena.
Mm-hmm. Mine is also Knit Picks.
Yeah. And I think Knit Picks is like the best for the toys, at least for mine, because they seem to turn a little cuter. They're a little smaller. I don't know, and they don't stretch as much as with the Red Heart and some of the others.
You don't think so? I think it stretches a lot.
Not as much as the Red Heart does.
Not,
like
no,
I
Red Heart Classic. Red Heart Classic.
Like when I've used even though like
because when I use Red Heart,
Bastion is Red Heart, and so is Iris, and they ate so much more stuffing than Barry did, and the faces are wider. And that's just the difference in the yarn. They stretch like crazy.
I found this stretched a lot.
But it's not nearly as much as even Selena's yarn. The faces are just Selena's. Oh, it'll be on the pattern page. It'll be on the project. It's like a wool acrylic mix.
Okay.
But It was a new to me yarn. I had it in a prize bundle.
But these are a lot of fun to work. You get the option of, you just have the option of making it your own, which is really sweet. I mean,
yes.
Where you place the ears, where you place the...
You can,
head.
which
you
would be kind of
fun,
is have it turn, like, I think eventually maybe a kitty that's half turned this way if someone wanted to do it, so you have like a kitty all curled.
Well,
that would be cute.
That's kind of what I have here, this
yeah.
way. But not all the way. But
and this is good huggy size, so if you have a kid who likes to hug stuffed animals. Or adult. That was my aim when I was designing these, is to make something that was easy to hug. So, they're the kitties. Kobe, sit.
Sit, Ubu, sit.
So,
mine's sitting.
Yes, Echo is.
Echo's a good kid.
And they're both named after the same character.
Yes, and that's a different story.
Yes, one of my characters.
Yeah. Okay, so that's on the bookshelf. All right. No writer's block. Oh, you did writer's block. No graphic novel. Okay, it looks like we're into royalties.
Yes, I don't have any non-festival.
Okay, my royalties that are non-festival, I'm going to show you real quick. I got this issue of Crochet Magazine. It has it had a lot to do with cables. Right now I'm interested in cables and color work, so the last couple of magazines I have picked up have reflected that. I'm not going to show you anything at this particular time for that.
And I do apologize in advance, this is going to be super long.
Well, I did say that.
Yeah.
Because of the festival. I picked up 3 skeins of knit picks. This is black. It's for my kitty cat, and you'll hear more about the kitty cat later on as I make it. I've got to be insane, but there's a reason I'm doing this, so it will be a labor of love. That is that. And then this last enhancement kind of leads into the Fiber Festival. Okay, this is the Lady
Sunnyside.
Lady Sunnyside. There it goes. The Lady Sunnyside pattern.
Which I actually happen to already have.
So she gifted it to me, and this is the pattern that Ty and I will be making. I will not be using yarn from the Fiber Festival, but this was a direct result of the Fiber Festival, so that's why I'm showing it now. Okay, so where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the goodie bags? The goodie bags.
Yes.
Okay, before we get into the goodie bags, we were volunteers for 6 hours over the 2 days.
4 the first day and 2 the second day.
Right, and we got goodie bags, which we did not expect until like the day before or 2 days before they told us about it, or maybe a little longer.
It was a little longer
before that, but about a week. And this was in our goodie bag.
Yes, we're both drinking out of
the Shenandoah Fiber Festival mugs. And
she's all gone.
These are our bags.
I am using the Shenandoah
Valley.
Valley.
Okay. I can't see my bag. Bag, okay.
The mouse pad.
That came in the bag as well. And we have a magnet with the same decoration. Where's my magnet? Oh, here it is. Magnet. I need to put that on the fridge.
Yeah, I need to put mine on the fridge too.
There. And then Ty picked this up for me at the table. It didn't come in my bag, but I wanted to show you.
Oh yeah, I forgot to grab my do you have any tape measures?
No, my oh yeah, actually the tape measures are in my bag, but my bag's over there.
Okay.
This is the yarn that was in my bag. I've always wanted to try. This is Noro. I've always wanted to try Noro, and it was in my bag, so I'm going to try it. And that was all the stuff that was in this awesome goodie bag.
Now this is awesome. This needs to be around my neck. This is Juniper Moon Farm, Harriet Heather's 100% baby alpaca. And not normally colors I tend to go for, but this is like a gorgeous greeny, browny, grayish.
That's beautiful.
It's just
see, for me, having that much yardage because I crochet, it's not quite enough for me. Although if I knit, it would be later. How much yardage is that?
This is 218 yards.
Yeah, I mean a nice hat or shawl. Or
oh no, it needs to be around my neck.
Yeah.
I hope it's enough for Azusa's.
It might be a smaller one.
So
I could crochet you a Cerebella with that. This is the.
You can't have it.
No, I said for you.
You can't have it. You can't play with it. It's mine.
This is the tape measure Talia was talking about.
Yes, I picked up multiple of those.
I did too. I think I picked up 2 or 3 of them.
I picked up 5.
Okay. All right. What else?
Actual
Stuff. All right. Which shop do we want to go to first?
Not in order. Maybe go backwards order.
Well, did you get any from Shalimar?
No.
All right. Shalimar is on top for me.
Okay.
So why don't you do your buttons?
Okay. Hold on. It's.
I fell down really hard.
Yeah, she fell down harder than I did.
I didn't spend as much as you did.
Only because you had a gift card.
Oh, you know what? Okay, hold on. Where's my other
I'm grabbing the buttons because you said Shalimar.
Yeah, Shalimar, I got it.
So while she was at Shalimar, I went and got buttons. Now, when I was sitting with Karen Faye yesterday, she lives in the area, and we were doing a sweater together. She would need a little bit of help, and we were just figuring out the pattern together. And we determined that we think these buttons might actually be slightly different shades.
They might be a little bit. Yes, they are.
But it's like in certain lights they have the same shade. So she's like, well, maybe you can alternate them.
Yes.
Which is probably what I'll do. So they're very pretty. They change colors in the lights. There's one that's like purpley pink, and the other one's like purpley blue. Or pinky blue. So you can't tell until the light hits it that they're not quite the same color. But I'll probably alternate them when I use them.
I'm sorry I'm out of screen. I'm trying to find the one thing I picked up there. Oh, there it is.
And then I have 4 other buttons that are a little smaller. They are all the same shade, though. This little blue and gold one. So I'll figure out something to put these. I always stop by this button place, and by always I mean the past 2 years because I've only gone twice. But
okay,
so that's what I got at the button place.
Now I was at Shalimar Yarns, but before or just after I completed my purchase, I bought this from the same place that she got the buttons. I think it would look nice on a hat, and that's exactly what Karen said too.
Mm-hmm.
Talia wanted me to put it on a
sweater.
I might put it if I can figure out how to make a shawl pin with it. You know,
no, because you won't wear it enough that way.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to figure it out. I like it a lot. It's cute. But the main thing I did while she was at the button place, I went to Shalimar Yarns.
We were trying to tempt each other multiple times. But that was one of the few times where we weren't tempting each other because we were in separate places.
Yeah. This is the Lost Soul, and the interesting thing was that she actually had 2 of the same kind here, because I asked her if they were the same kind. They look slightly different, but they are the same. It's Zoe sock. They are 450 yards a piece, and they're sock weight. So I'll probably use those together. And then this one is also Zoe sock. It is 450 yards, and they don't have colorways on them. This one's kind of a cranberry. I really like that a lot. That was and this was in her sale bin, so I was really happy to get that. I go there first. I always go to her sale bin. Always, I mean twice, because that's how many times we've been there. Okay.
Yeah, because we didn't know about her sale bin until after Max next said something.
Yeah.
Last time.
Do we want to do flock personas next?
Sure, we can do that.
Okay. All right. Flock personas. Oops. Yeah, we like flock personas. They're a nice little secret.
That you guys now know about.
That you guys now know about.
Okay.
Okay, how many did you get?
3. My skeins actually falling apart.
You got 3 colors or 3?
No, 3 skeins, 2 colors.
Okay, so we have the same amount. All right, the first colors I got 2 of 2 different colors. It's the same base I bought last year. I went right to it. This is 460 yards. This is the Faith colorway. It's hand-painted sock yarn, which is 75% wool and 25% nylon. Isn't that gorgeous? And color, can you see that? Blues and purples and teals and lavenders. Very, very pretty. I think I once had a knit pick color like this. It's very pretty. Go ahead and show your first one.
So, this, I have a weakness for his silk. or I say his. She's the dyer, he's the seller. So he's the face of it. This is the semi-solid wool silk, and I made a Diana's hat, my first Diana's hat, out of this base, and I love the way it draped. None of the other hats draped quite the way this one did. So I had to get another one of his base like that for Diana's hat in order to get that beautiful drape. So this is garnet, which is my birthstone.
And mine.
So I'm going to be making garnet Diana's hat at some point.
That's very pretty. Now this color, this is the same base I bought in the other one. This is the Alana colorway, and it's the same base as the other one I just bought. Look at that color, all the reds and blacks. And yes, I know this is usually Talia's color, but I like reds as well. Just not as much. So I don't know exactly what these are going to be, but I knew I wanted it because I've been wanting this colorway, this kind of colorway for a while. So I'm looking forward to working with this. Alright, who is our next? Do you want to do Gourmet Stash?
Oh, this has silk too. Yay, I thought this had silk as well.
Oh, that's your second one, yeah.
Okay, last time I got the fingering weight to do a Diana's hat with this colorway. This is Malcolm colorway. Every time I go there, I go directly to the Malcolm colorway. I wanted something DK or worsted to go in my log cabin. So I'll be making a cowboy out of this. It's a pattern I've wanted to make for a while. It'll be really nice against my neck since it's silk, and it'll match my Diana's hat, and then I'll have some left over to put in my log cabin. So that's my master plan.
Okay, let's do the Gourmet Stash next.
Okay.
We had an agenda, and then we had things that popped up, and this is one of the ones that popped up.
Because
we didn't expect her to have yarn.
Yes, and I've heard so many good things about her from Emily, who is Fibertown. Let me write down her name.
Who's?
Fibertown.
Okay. Because we should go Gourmet Stash too.
Emily.
Okay. Spell Gourmet Stash.
What?
G-A-U?
G-O-U.
Okay.
See? I know how to spell gourmet.
You don't know how to write, that's all.
I'm writing on my knee. Okay, so I picked up this one. This is a wee drum. Apparently this is one of her Outlander colorways. She said I was lucky to get this one because it's Outlander and it's really popular right now. So it is yak. Oh, it's got some yak in it.
Huh.
So superwash merino, 20% yak, 20% and silk. I'm sorry, 60% superwash merino, 20% yak, 20% silk. So I could try some with a little yak in it. You can barely feel the silk.
It's pretty soft though.
Yeah, it is. But a wee drum. So it's this really pretty goldy colorway. Which is good. I wanted something in this colorway when I've been walking around earlier and the shops weren't open yet. There was another shop that had a color like this that was called Rumpelstiltskin. And I was planning to go back for it, but when I got this, I didn't need to go back for Rumpelstiltskin.
Okay, what my find at Gourmet Stash is this.
Yes.
This is gorgeous, and there's a little story behind it. Apparently, she was putting this into the cooling pot. She was putting it into the dye pot, and the cooling pot was a green.
Next to it,
I guess it popped or bubbled or something, and it got these green pops into it. I was lucky she had both.
Two
ruins. 2 skeins. These are.
She was devastated at first because it's supposed to be an Outlander color.
Well, it was supposed to be sapphire.
Yeah.
And this is so pretty. This is so my colors. It's 75% superwash Corriedale wool and 25% nylon. It's very soft and squishy. It is gorgeous. This does not do.
No, it doesn't do it justice.
Does not do it justice. This is absolutely gorgeous.
Because it's called like Sapphire Heart or something like that, the original one.
It's just beautiful. And I guess she put in some other things when she saw that it was going to be different, but I am really excited about this. I have no idea what this is going to be, but it's going to be something pretty. Probably a shawl.
And it was the only 2 skeins that she had.
Yeah, it's the only 2 that she has. So it has to, I've got a total of 860 yards, so I'm hoping to get a nice shawl out of that. That leaves, we want to do Marigold Gin.
Yes.
Okay. This is another one that was a, intending to. We saw hobbledehoy. We'd heard a lot about hobbledehoy, and we didn't know the connection between hobbledehoy and Marigold Jen, their mother-daughter.
Yes.
Marigold Jen is the mother, I believe, and
yes.
hobbledehoy is the daughter. The daughter does dyeing, the mother does yarn.
No, the daughter is
spinning.
Spinning.
Fiber. You're right. Fiber. And yes. Okay, go ahead.
So this is Marigold Jen. I went immediately to silk, and I pet it, and I held it, and I pet it some more. But I couldn't really justify another finger and weight yarn. It was really hard to put that away, because I walked around with it in the shop with it on my arm and just petted it. But I got the same colorway, the Spun Honey. I wanted two, because I wanted to make another cowboy, because I thought this would have been really cool as a cowboy. But she didn't have two of the worst, and she didn't have two of the DK.
I'm sure she would make up another one for you.
But I wanted it then. So, 218 yards of the Spun Honey in worsted weights is enough to make a Zuzu's Petals, with some to spare to go in my log cabin blanket. So, that's what I picked up. And that'll be a really cool cowboy. I'm not cowboy, a really cool Zuzu's Petals. So, looking forward to that.
She had some really beautiful
This also
colorways.
makes me think of the Rumpelstiltskin as well.
She had some really beautiful colorways. This one it's a DK weight, 100% merino superwash, 250 yards, and I'm hoping I can get a cowl out of this. Maybe a Cerebella. It's a DK weight, so I don't know if I have enough yarn. I'm thinking I do, because I can do it with 215 of the worsted, so I'm hoping I can do it with the DK 250. It is gorgeous. The greens are absolutely beautiful, and it's not doing us justice at all. Lots of little greens, a little bit of kind of a grassy chartreusey green, but mostly grass and forest green. Very pretty. Now comes the major part of our damage.
Yes, but before we go to that, we had not gone to when we got into Marigold Jen, we had thought that we were done buying.
Yes, yes.
Actually, the only reason why we walked over there was the sign didn't even say Marigold Jen; it said hobbledehoy.
It's Emily's fault.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, we don't spin. Emily always is talking about hobbledehoy.
And we're talking about Fibertown.
Yeah, Fibertown. Yeah. And it's like, we might as well just check out hobbledehoy, see what the big fuss is about. And then we saw yarn.
Yes.
And that's actually where we ended up running into Karen Faye. So
yes.
It all worked out. We got yarn, and we met Karen Faye up again.
Yep.
Met up with Karen Faye again.
Okay, how much do you have of Dragonfly?
You did worse.
I have 3.
I have 2 purchases. Before that one, I picked up from Folly and Nonsense this Pattern Keeper. I love this fabric.
And I'm going to pick up. I'm hoping to get one of those for Christmas, but I couldn't justify it after. She tried really hard to tempt me, but she did not succeed.
There was a lot of cute owl patterns.
Yes.
She should have gotten one.
Well, I can get one for Christmas or my birthday.
So this is very cool.
I couldn't justify spending more money.
It's not working with the current chart I'm working on, because the chart is sideways, but it's still very cool.
Okay, since I have 3 projects worth from Dragonfly, I'll start.
Oh, do you want me to do the other one? Oh, no, we can do that one last.
What? Oh, okay, yeah, why don't we do that first?
Really?
Yeah. Oh, you want to do that last?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So before that...
but Davina's, yeah. Well, those are gifts. We should leave at the end.
Okay, that works.
Okay. I know, you're probably going, what the... Hey. Okay.
Because we don't talk about these things beforehand.
No.
This is very unrehearsed.
Okay, this is the first thing I bought from Dragonfly Fibers at Shenandoah. Is like my Miss Babs at Maryland. This is where I go first. And this is her lace weight. And you say, oh, wait, you hate lace weight. This is not a light lace weight. It's not even really... It feels a lot better in my hand than other lace weights. It's a little heavier. And so I would say maybe almost a light fingering. It's 870 yards, 100% merino. I'm not sure if it's superwash or not, but it doesn't matter. I love this color. It's called Swamp Thing. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's called Zombie Apocalypse. And I have a project in mind for this. I just don't have it with me right now. But it is absolutely and utterly gorgeous. And I only needed 1 skein to do the project, so it made me happy. So that's this one. What's your first one from Dragonfly?
My first one from Dragonfly is on her Damsel base. It's kind of like a DK worstedy base. This is the firecracker. I'm really not quite sure how it's firecracker.
I'm not either. It looks like
Karen kept trying to convince me to give it to her because it was more her colors.
She wanted my owl too.
But this is 335 yards each. This is going to make a cowboy.
I'm going to really take her too.
Yes. And
that is so pretty.
I'm going to have enough left over for the log cabin as well. So.
And that's worsted?
This is like a DK worsted.
Okay.
Because it uses US 4s to US 6s.
Okay.
So. And it's not showing up nearly as well as it could be.
It's really pretty.
It's got like greens and browns and tans, kind of like a reddish shade.
Mauves and stuff. It's almost it's got almost a luster to it. It reminds me somewhat.
It looks like it should shimmer, like
yes,
a snake
exactly.
scales.
Or a dragonfly or something
Yeah.
It's that kind of stuff.
Are you trying to see how many times you put something in the same description?
Something.
Okay.
Something.
So very awesome.
Something.
It's going to make a really cool cowboy.
Something. Okay. My next one is, and I think you probably see the pattern of what we picked up, sort of. This one, all the things I bought from Dragonfly have.
We were actually very good. For the most part, we had a pattern in mind when we picked stuff up.
Until we got to Gourmet Stash and.
No, I had an idea with Gourmet Stash was going to be another Diana's hat.
But you had to figure it out when you got there. You didn't intend to buy that.
Yes, but I made sure that I had an idea when I picked everything up. I didn't just buy yarn.
Kelpie. This is the Kelpie colorway, and I have a pattern for this as well. This is 475 yards of 100% superwash merino, 5 to 7 stitches per inch.
Is that Traveler?
This is the pixie base.
Oh, okay.
And the colorway is not coming up. It's kind of a teal, and it's coming up kind of a slate gray blue. It's not. It's teal, and it's really, really pretty. It's very soft and squishy, and I like the fact that it's superwash. It's gorgeous. Yes, I did a lot of damage.
So the next one, I do love how this works out. This actually works really well. That I can show you the yarn and then how it works out. I picked up a sweater's amount of Dragonfly Fibers Traveler in the Airport Hot Sauce colorway, and it's for that Lady Sunnyside. And it really looks like Airport Hot Sauce.
Or any hot sauce for that matter.
Yes. So, and as you could see earlier, that's how it works out. A little bit of tonality to it. It's not just flat.
A little bit of that.
So I'm very excited about this. This is going to be an awesome, awesome sweater.
So pretty. That's going to be really pretty.
So,
okay, my last purchase, also from Dragonfly Fibers, it was actually one of my first purchases because I went there first. This is also in the pixie base, and this is the Hymeria colorway. Oh, I'm sorry, it's in the damsel base. Damsel base. Because I needed a different weight yarn. That's right. This is damsel base. It is 100% superwash merino. I think the damsel is a
like I said, it was kind of like a DK worsted.
Yeah. And this is a very much like a denim. Okay, it's tonal, but it's denim tonal. Again, the light's not showing it completely well, but you get the idea. It's real pretty.
Denim is probably the best way to describe it.
Yeah, there was a lady next to me when I was talking to her about this colorway. She said, "Yeah, it's a denim. I really like those colors." So, yeah, that's the extent of my damage. It was quite enough.
Yes.
At the fiber, we had a blast.
Oh, it was amazing.
This is a shirt that we got.
Yes.
And we also got the current shirt.
Yes.
We were able to pick these from last year. They're slightly different.
Well, this one's a couple years back.
This one is too. Not the same year, but
no, this was farther back than yours.
Yeah. So we got shirts.
They were like, yeah, it fell off the van.
Yeah. So we had that, and we had the current one.
Yeah.
That was part of our package. So we had a lot of fun. We did. The organizers of the Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival do a wonderful job.
Yes, they do.
They truly do. And the vendors were amazing, and the people were amazing, and it was just awesome.
You know, I might have to do wood buttons with this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say?
That was yarn. Yes, acknowledgement.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gifts.
Yeah.
This was a cute little bracelet we got Davina. I guess she's just sliding it on and off.
Yeah, she's not tying it anymore. It is crocheted, isn't it? Or knitted?
It's beaded.
It's beaded, yeah. I think the stitches are crocheted, aren't they?
I don't know.
I don't know how they do that. At any rate, it is
gorgeous.
handmade. It's beautiful.
It doesn't look crochet.
No, it doesn't look knitted either, though.
No, it doesn't. I don't know what it is. It's gorgeous, though.
I think it's beaded.
Yeah.
You know, they have those little bead machines.
But there are stitches in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what the stitching is, but it's gorgeous.
And she loves it.
Yes, she does. And then, oh, we're not going to show Dad's.
Oh, we forgot Daddy's. Yeah, we got my husband from. Begin with a T.
I can't remember what.
Wasn't Tipperary. He did wood. Last year I got him a pen from this person. Not last year, at Maryland. This year, Talia and I split the cost of a beautiful letter opener with a, I think it was a cherry wood handle. It was gorgeous. He loves it. I touch it, he's like, that's mine. That plain one over there, that's yours.
And then because Dad wanted to bring an alpaca home from Maryland Sheep and Wool, got him an alpaca. Not a real one. And he looked at it, he's like, why? And I was like, well, if you don't want it, it's actually mine.
We knew that was going to happen.
Yes, it was really nice.
He was happy that we thought about it.
But it's they actually use baby alpaca fur. He wanted to put it on the Christmas tree and pack it with other Christmas ornaments. I'm like, no, it's soft. It has baby alpaca.
It'll get all
cute.
smushed if he does that.
He's so soft. And he's got an adorable little face.
Mm-hmm. Little sweet face.
Just like all alpacas. So, you can't see his full face, but there. He's just super cute. So, Dad's not allowed to put him away. He's going to sit on the piano. Mm-hmm. And I'll keep a close eye on him to make sure he doesn't go where he's not supposed to go. But he's cute and he has curly fur.
Okay, before we move on
he was a justification.
Before we move on to thank yous, I wanted to say that no writing has happened. I am doing prompting this week for one of my writing sites, but I have not written in a while. I hope to get into that soon.
I worked a little bit on the shared story, but with all the pattern editing, that's kind of taken precedence.
Right. Okay.
Acknowledgements, people that we saw at the festival. Knotted Oaks, I believe your name was Danielle or Daniela.
What a sweetheart.
Oh, it was her birthday,
yes,
so it was very exciting.
We got pictures taken. It was nice.
You need to put your picture on Instagram or put it in a thread somewhere where we can see them.
Mm-hmm.
We took a couple pictures with her, and then we got a selfie with her friend.
Yes.
Who hopefully will join the group.
Yes, we hope to see her there soon.
She's a new knitter.
Yeah.
And then Casey Frail, who is Karen, who was an amazing help as a volunteer.
Yes, I think she was actually on the board or something.
Yeah, she was on the board or something.
A staff or something. She
was so amazing.
Yeah, she really kept people, she and Katie really kept things going.
Yeah, and a couple of the other people who were there, but Katie Bell, who was awesome, another one of the coordinators for the festival.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome as always. Karen Faye, who is Karen, and we will be going more into you in a bit.
Yeah.
Wildberry Knits, who we also saw there, who is Karen's daughter, Kylie.
Mm-hmm. I always forget her name. I was like, who's Wildberry Knits? Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the only reason I remember was because her mom mentioned it when she was over here. And then, well, I mentioned Marigold Jen. So.
Yeah. I forgot Disco Doula.
Disco Doula, who is Celeste. Yes. We had actually seen her a week before at the...
She went to our retreat.
To our retreat.
Yes.
We had seen her there. And her husband actually watched her podcast.
Which is fun. And he remembered more than she did.
Well, she didn't actually watch it.
She hadn't seen it yet.
Yes.
Yeah, she hadn't seen it.
He and one of their daughters had watched it. He was working and had it going in the background. His daughter apparently really enjoyed watching the podcast.
Which makes me
Which
happy.
is really cool. So, hey, guys.
Yes, hello. It was fun.
So it was a blast, and Celeste popped her head in the group to say hi. Mm-hmm. So we will re-welcome you to the group when we get off of here.
Yes. I wanted to. Something I was forgetting. I don't know what it was about thanking people.
Well, I have more for Karen.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and do that.
Okay. So Karen and I spent Monday together for a couple of hours. She had a pattern she wanted to go over. She wants to get into sweater knitting. She's going to be doing the, not press sleeves. It's one of the botanical knit sweaters. So we looked over the pattern together, did some chart fixing, and I did see your note, Karen. I need to respond to it. Looks like you got it all figured out. But I'll read over and respond to your notes later. I was just a bum last night. And sort of as a thank you, I told her she didn't have to pay me or anything like that. It's friends helping friends. That's, you know, I don't charge my friends. But she brought over yarn that I could either keep for me or give to y'all. I decided that this could be a prize for y'all.
It's gorgeous.
It is very beautiful. It is a bird and griffin in the bugga base.
The what base? Bugga?
Bugga. And this is Blue Mormon. I'm trying to remember, because we were trying to remember who Bird and Griffin split from.
Yeah, I think Bird and Griffin was one of the ones who split up into two
groups. It did, and I can't
remember who the other one is, but
but this is very beautiful. It's different tones of blue.
Yeah, I told her, I said, boy, you have to put that in the pot before I get my hands on it.
And it's 70% superwash merino wool, 20% Mongolian cashmere,
ooh,
10% nylon, 412 yards. So I'm thinking, well, it says on US 5s, so I don't think this is fingering.
No, I think it's probably Sport or DK.
That's a really good yardage for that.
Yeah, it is.
For that weight. So, hey guys, look what's in the pot.
Yep, not yet. We don't know what's in the pot yet for the toy along. We have to go through, but there's going to be a lot of good prizes for the toy along. So I hope you.
So thank you very much, Karen.
Yes. Thank you very much.
And I'm going to hand that to you to go into the prize area.
My precious.
Not for you.
My
You did not help with sweatering.
I opened the house up.
You weren't here.
But it's my house. It'll go in the prize pot. Thank you once again for our generous prize donators for the cardiac Cal. We appreciate it. We already mentioned you, so I won't go through it again. Well, yes, I will. It's Turbo Knitter 64, who's Kenneth, not Bella Sox, Brittany, George, Sarah Jane, Heidi. There's one I'm missing.
You said Sarah Jane, you said Heidi, you said George. You can't mention us.
Did I say George?
Yeah, you said George.
Okay.
I said George.
Okay.
That's everybody.
Okay, well, we got everybody. We thank you very, very much. You guys make our CALs
awesome.
Awesome, because we have lots of great prizes to give you.
And then, of course, everyone's
participation.
Thank you.
Of course, participation and the chatter. It's very encouraging.
Yes.
You guys are amazing, and we are hoping that the toy along will be just as fun for you. We will put the prizes out and let you know what they are as soon as we know, so you'll know what you're working for. We also want to thank Bella Sox and Maria Wilhelmina, who have donated yarn, that some of which will be showing up in the next CAL, along with possibly the yarn that Karen just gave us.
Yes.
So we're looking forward to using that, so we want to thank them for that.
Yes.
I think that's everything, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, so this is, I just want to remind you that the toy along starts tomorrow, so we look forward to seeing you get started. Feel free to chatter and to start posting, well, just tell us what you're looking at starting if you haven't already, if you already picked it out. We wish you a very wonderful week full of knitting, crocheting, whatever it is that you're doing that makes you happy. And this is Pen, Hook, and Needles, episode 122.
And that's a wrap.
Plum.